Good day, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. In today's episode of the ongoing coverage of the situation taking place with Russia and Ukraine, obviously the situation continues to become more and more tense each day. And again, on my Rondelli Foundation map here, again, this is not current deployments of Russian forces. This was probably what the force construct looked like many months, if not well over a year ago. But again, there continues to be a very significant deployment of Russian forces. That is not the only reason that the United States and the European Union is very concerned about this renewed deployment, but specifically is intelligence chatter that has been picked up within quite possibly the inner circle of the Russian general staff and within the political leadership as well, that would indicate a possible Russian operation, and a very significant Russian operation could be planned for possibly within the next few days, weeks, and months ahead. But let's have a look at the news headlines right now on what is just being reported around the globe. And I think this is important to kind of get the pulse of what the media is saying at this point. So, New York Post, new satellite photos show Russian forces gathering on Ukraine border. Forbes, for the Russians, crossing Ukraine's trenches could be a bloody grind. Middle East Eye, why global conflict is no longer unthinkable. Politico, U.S. and Europe ready significant and severe sanctions if Russia invades Ukraine. Again, that's Politico. Let's see here. What else do we have? Mail Online, Ukraine-Russia border, satellite images reveal Putin's troop buildup continues. And I think this is important to kind of look at what Putin may be attempting to do. NPR, Biden will lay out in a call with Putin the U.S. response if Russia invades Ukraine. CNBC, Biden set to warn Putin in video call. Expect substantial economic punishment if Russia attacks Ukraine. Fox News, Biden to speak with key European allies ahead of Putin call on Ukraine. And again, it just kind of goes on and on, where we're starting to see additional satellite photographs of more troop deployments. Again, we're probably looking at that 175,000 plus troop construct within the immediate areas of the Ukrainian border. But more specifically, which really has people in positions of power concerned, is some of the intelligence in terms of what would appear to be intent-based intelligence on quite possibly future-facing war plans. And at the same time, a little bit different in terms of the force construct as well. It would appear to be more of a clandestine deployment, but at the same time, a deployment in which we have just seen fairly significant maneuvers take place in April, and before that, time and time again. So again, this force is probably very well trained, very well versed in what it wants to do, depending on the operation that is decided upon. And if a operation is decided upon, we're seeing elements of the Russian National Guard being deployed. Again, those forces would serve as rear area security operations as the Russian forces advanced deeper into Ukraine. We're seeing the deployment of supply nodes and medical facilities being set up for the treatment of casualties. So again, very expensive deployment that is underway. Again, a lot of chatter is being talked about on the Russian side about possible operations. So again, very much the possibility that we could see direct connect action by the Russian armed forces. Now, with that being said, could Vladimir Putin and his inner circle be attempting to get something from Joe Biden. And is this all a gamble to position itself to make certain demands? And they perceive Joe Biden and the current U.S. administration as being very weak. Again, many people inside of the United States right now perceive Joe Biden and his administration as being very, very weak. Also, the country is divided, meaning the United States. So, both this is a political opportunity and quite possibly a military opportunity to do one of two things: either launch an invasion of the Ukraine, or has the ability to gain uh, uh, political remedies to certain sanctions and possibly bully the Biden administration into certain issues that Moscow would like to accomplish. But again, that's the situation on the ground right now. We're continuing to see lots of movement, lots of force construct. And again, a lot of the rhetoric is not easing. It is continuing to intensify, and we'll continue to monitor the situation and report as we observe things on the ground. Have a great day, everybody. More to come soon.